Patty Mercer here at the Freeze Store. With me, Bryant Brown, a very important person because we've got, I know you chuckle, but you are. Yeah, we're going to talk about the benefits concert coming up, but you know, there are so many hidden treasures here at the Freeze Store, and we're standing in front of one of them. So can you describe what this, beautiful wall and art really is all about?
Absolutely. This is actually a program. They do this every Saturday morning. They open this up to kids in the neighborhood and the surrounding area to come and do their thing. And it's a work in progress constantly, so this wall that you see here may be different 2 weeks from now. But they provide the paint, the supplies, the brushes, whatever, and they just let the kids knock themselves out. And it's on both sides, so if you wander around, you'll see another artist rendition there, but it's absolutely beautiful.
So it's like moving art, just like the concept inside the Freeze Store to be a river, not a reservoir of things. It's movement, it's relationships, it's people.
Exactly, and this is more targeted for the kids, so they've got a place to express themselves.
And that's the thing about it. I mean, give them a place to express themselves.
Yeah, exactly.
That we all can appreciate and they can really get passionate about and be doing something positive instead of getting into mischief.
That's right, exactly.
Now, how did you learn about the Freeze Store, and tell us about your relationship?
Okay. Robert and I go way back. We've been friends for years. We actually fell out of touch a few years ago, maybe 3 or 4 years ago, and Robert had actually just friended me on Facebook. So,
where you go, social media, it works.
Absolutely. So that was our reconnection point, and the benefit concert that we're going to be talking about is actually something that I'm very passionate about. I did it all 3 years of law school and got to work with some fun bands like Dave Matthews and Fuel and Jimmy's Chicken Shack, but it was the same premise. I did much smaller events that were specifically designed to raise money for charities in Pennsylvania. Mm-hmm. And I'm a recovering attorney. I told you that.
I love that, recovering attorney.
And while we still do wills and trusts and federal criminal defense and whatever walks through the door. This is what I love. I went to law school to be an entertainment attorney, and I really was looking for a way to reinvent myself. Obviously, went back to the charities. That's always a jumping off point. Look for somebody to help.
Absolutely.
So, Robert actually at the time that he friended me, also invited me to like his Facebook page for the Free Store, and also asked me to join his cause for the Free Store, which I did, and then I sent out my invitation blast to everybody that I knew to do the same thing. But I actually asked him at that point, I said, hey, would you be interested in my putting together a little charity benefits concert to do something for the Free Store? And Robert was thrilled. He thought that was really cool.
Sure.
And that was kind of the jumping off point, and that was, maybe 18 months ago.
Okay.
And so we started building it then, and it has become a snowball, and it's evolved from what was going to be a little intimate, 2 or 3 bands, maybe even here, has now exploded into this 17 bands on 3 stages, all-day festival, and again, the cause is for the Free Store and Samaritan's Feet.
Yes. Now, we've talked a lot about the Free Store. Can you tell us, for those who may not be familiar with Samaritan's Feet, give us kind of an overview on that charity as well.
Okay. Beautiful organization. Do you know anything about them? Do you know Manny?
Well, yeah, and I want to go into that a little bit because I found your website. It was so user-friendly that I was able to just click onto the Samaritan's Feet live link and learn about it's just not about shoes.
Exactly. You guys talk about the relationships at the Free Store. That's their whole focus. Samaritan's Feet does the same thing. Their mission statement is to put 10 million pairs of shoes on 10 million people's feet over the next 10 years. Mm-hmm. It's a lofty goal, to be sure, and that's part of what we're doing is to try to help them accomplish that goal. Mm-hmm. But the same thing exists. They're not just there to dole out the shoes. Mm-hmm. They actually go, they sit down, they form a relationship, and then they actually wash the people's feet.
That gives me chill bumps.
Absolutely. So they wash their feet, dry them, and put on a new pair of socks and a new pair of shoes.
And with those shoes, they have like dignity. They have a renewal in the way they feel and their confidence in going out there and being something.
Yes, I wanted Manny to be here today because he tells his story and it's fascinating. He was born and raised in Lagos, Nigeria, and did not own a pair of shoes until he was 9. When he was 9, a missionary gave him a basketball and a pair of shoes. He learns to play basketball and actually came to the United States on a basketball scholarship. And got his education, ends up in corporate America, and he's probably much better at telling this story than I am.
I don't know, you're pretty good.
Well, thank you. The way that I understand it is he ends up in Charlotte in corporate America and just decided, you know what, I need to give something back. And he was keenly aware of the impact of just a simple thing, a pair of shoes, and what that did for him in his life. So that's how Samaritan's Feet was born.
Yes.
And they've been on, boy, if you go to YouTube, you can look up Samaritan's Feet on YouTube, and you see them on Inside the NBA with TNT, Charles Barkley and Reggie Miller and all those guys barefoot during the NCAA tournament, coaches coaching barefoot. We actually have, out of the 17 bands, we have, I think, 8 or 9 already committed to play barefoot.
Wow.
And
wow. So 17 bands, September 17th.
Yep.
And it's going to be at the North Carolina Music Factory.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. And the causes are?
Samaritan's Feet and the Free Store.
And how do you find out about it? How do you go to get tickets?
The easiest place is probably www.lolcharlotte.com.
Which stands for?
Live Out Loud.
Live Out Loud Charlotte. Just go to that website. I went to that website. It is so user-friendly. The sponsors are there, which this is a great opportunity to say thank you, thank you, thank you. Those sponsors really help the cause, don't they?
Absolutely. And tragically, the website is a little behind because we've actually had just this week sponsors coming out of the woodwork. So
I didn't put any pressure on you, did I?
None at all. So check the website every day because those logos for those other sponsors will be there before the end of the week, and just so many gracious people. And this close to the event, we're surprised that they're just jumping out of the woodwork.
Well, I believe there are so many people that want to help. They just don't know how to help.
Sure.
And when you've spent the time and created an opportunity such as this to come out and enjoy Charlotte, like local bands that, hey, they might be local today, but who knows? They're fabulous and help to such awesome causes. Come on. It's a win-win, and it's a September 17th Saturday.
Absolutely. The weather should be perfect, and so the outdoor stage, the first band actually goes on at 4, doors open at 2, and Robert mentioned it's all day, literally. The last band outside is Paper Tongues, who are a Charlotte band, and you know that they're now under Randy Jackson's management from America.
Well, there you go.
So they were signed by Randy Jackson. They're headlining the outdoor stage.
Okay.
And then the other 2 stages indoor. We'll just keep playing into the night, probably until 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning.
2 stages indoor, 1 stage outdoor. Opportunity to learn more about these causes in between. Is there an age limit?
No, actually, it's an all-ages show. However, for the 2 indoor stages, after 10 o'clock at night, they do have to be accompanied by an adult.
Okay. You got that, everybody? You don't want to miss it. Live Out Loud Charlotte. See, I'm laughing. You made me laugh. Live Out Loud Charlotte. Big benefits concert, September 17th, happening right in Charlotte, North Carolina. Go to the website, learn about it, and come out and support 2 awesome causes, Samaritan's Feet and the Free Store.